Hey everyone, welcome back, and I'm finally doing an original video instead of re-uploading something that I filmed before, my kind of like quote-unquote rebrand. I just wanted to talk a little bit about my experience being in college. And you know what? It's been humbling. If I was to sum it up in one word, it would just be, it's very humbling. Basically, everything that I knew from high school, take that and throw it in the fucking garbage and set it on fire. It's like just a whole different ball game. And for me personally, I've low-key been struggling in college. I'm not even gonna lie to you, particularly the socializing part. And that was a very humbling experience because I've never been like a person that struggled to be social, to make friends. You know what I mean? Especially with the last 2 years of high school, everything was just so natural. Like the feng shui was, everything was super fluid. Going into college obviously is a new environment. It just felt a lot more isolating because it just felt like everyone was doing their own thing and they already had their own established groups. Even when I did go out of my way to introduce myself to people, to go up to them, because I definitely did. While I wouldn't consider myself an extrovert, I'm very much an introvert. I wouldn't say that I'm like the person that like you have to come up to me first. If I see someone that's cool, I will take the initiative to go talk to them or to go ask for their name, their social, whatever it is. Like, I don't have like really a problem doing that, but the issue is like after I initiate it, it feels like people don't know how to talk or don't want to talk to me. I will ask them questions. Like, obviously you gotta start off with like, what's your name? What do you study? Like, where are you from? What do you like? What music do you listen to? What do you do in your free time? You know what I mean? Like, you gotta start off with like the basics so I can get to fucking know you. But the issue is after I start asking these like basic level questions, the conversation doesn't really seem to go anywhere. Even if I do try to find some sort of common ground with some of these people, they just simply don't carry the conversation forward. They're like super dry. They're either like rudely dry or like shyly dry. It's like, it's one or the other really. And it's like really difficult to have a conversation or to try to have a conversation with someone when you're just, it's like I'm talking to a brick wall. I just don't get it, you know what I mean? It was such an isolating experience because, it's my first year in college. There's a lot of particular things that, a first year college student struggles with, to have someone to relate to and, share and joke around with. It really eases some of the tension and some of the worry that a typical, student would get, especially in their first year of college as well. It's like a completely different environment and like structure is different. Just everything is different and it's like, it's harder, A lot of people are, away from family and stuff. Being able to develop these connections with people allows you to ease some of that burden that you might feel, but it's so difficult to even establish these connections if people don't open themselves up. A lot of the people in my school, they walk around with an aura of I'm better than you. It's like, it's such a weird phenomenon, you know what I mean? Because it's like, it no longer feels like this secluded thing. But it might be also because like my school is like a really, really big school. It's a school smack dab in the city. It's a very big school, very diverse school. So it's everyone from everywhere comes to the school. But that's really insane to think about, like, pretty much everyone that I've talked to, they have this aura of like, you don't know how to carry on a conversation. It's like after that initial like excitement of that first conversation or like the first like 2 minutes of the conversation, it just all goes to shit. Maybe I'm the problem. Like, I genuinely don't know. It's not that I'm bad at socializing because I have friends. Like, I have a lot of friends from high school still, and obviously we get along really well, but like the issue is like to break past that wall, that barrier that people have put up. It's really difficult in college for some reason, and it's just taking me like a really long time to establish like connections and friends, like even acquaintances. Like, it's really, really difficult. People are always like, you have to make the initiative to go talk to people. So, and even when I do that, 9 times out of 10 people are busy or like it just ends the same way. And I want to like rant in a way that I'm not like being like so redundant, because I don't want to say shit that I've said already, which I've been doing a pretty bad job at. All this is just to say is that college is really not what I thought it was. Like, my initial like idea of how college was, me being on this nice campus, Man, my campus is low-key shit. It's really bad, actually. It's just the city, and I just hate it. I fucking hate it. I've had this, like, you know, the sun is shining through, peeking through the fucking buildings or whatever the fuck. And, you know, people are walking around happy, smiling, and, like, you know, people are gonna be, you know, elated to make new connections. But I'm sitting here in this class, and no one's speaking to each other. Right now, I'm taking a human communication class, which entails that you're supposed to communicate with people, and the class is dead ass silent. There are like 25 of us sitting in this class, and none of y'all want to answer the question. A simple question. The answers are bored. All you have to do is just give. Oh my god, it honestly pisses me off because like the professor will ask us a question. Give an example of one time you communicated with someone this today, and no one will say anything. I'm like, wow. You are sitting in a human communication class and you refuse to communicate? That doesn't make any sense. Why are you here? Take the fucking class asynchronous if you're not going to be here to speak. I feel like the pandemic really fucked us up in the head and made us like all forget how to communicate because we just don't speak anymore. Like we just don't talk. People don't talk, and it's just crazy because people don't know how to talk anymore. Like there's no way this whole classroom y'all are all introverts. There's no way. Like that's just that's baffling for me to even begin to comprehend. I don't know, man. It's just so difficult to like just make connections with people. And like one thing that I kind of have to kind of like ground myself is like, well, it's only the first year. Wow, man, it's the first year and I haven't made like a single solid like friendship. Like we don't even have to be close friends. We just gotta be friends. Like we don't even have to talk every day, girl. We can talk, you know, every other week. I don't know, on some days it's like really bad. It gets really bad. I'm like, wow, I'm really like, I have no one else to do. Like it would be nice to just hit someone up and be like, hey, you doing anything? You want to study together? Or you just want to like go sit in the library or like at a cafe shop and just do our work together in silence or something. Like I don't know, just like go for a walk or some shit. Like the issue is like people aren't reciprocating, so it's like really sad to see like your efforts of attempting to talk to people, to connect to people, failing all the time. It's very disheartening and disencouraging for you to psych yourself up to go talk to someone new. You get like nothing in response. You get a blank stare. It's like really awkward and weird when like when I have to be the one that's carrying the conversation. It gets to a point where like you just have to start asking me questions and, you know, putting your 2 cents into the conversation because I can't always be the one to carry the conversation. That's my yap about my experience making friends or the lack of making friends in college. Please do share any of your experiences in the comments because I would love to hear your experiences as well. And before someone says, you know, you need to join a club, I will say that it is honestly very difficult for me to do that since I am a commuter. My commute takes like an hour and some like with traffic like an hour 30. So it's actually really difficult for me to commute, especially with like my other responsibilities and stuff. And I will yap about commuting in a different video. It's really difficult for me to participate in extracurricular activities when I am a commuter because of the simple fact that I live too far away and it takes too long. Like a lot of these like meetings, they start at like 6 p.m. or some shit, and I'm like, wow, bitch, I won't get home until like 8 or 9. Like holy shit, like 8 or 9? That's when I'm in bed. I'm getting ready. I'm reading my book. I'm journaling and I'm getting ready for bed. Trying to be involved in theater but basically just fuck it. I still have no friends though, so yeah.